Welcome back to Superstar Glam. Today's video is a review on the new Violet Voss Take Flight eyeshadow palette. I just picked mine up from Sephora and I created these two looks using each side. But before we jump into that, if you haven't yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click the little button down below. Subscribe. Also click the little notification bell. That way you're alerted every time I upload a video. If you're interested in this review, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm starting off with my eyes already primed, and this is the palette that I picked up, the Violet Voss Take Flight eyeshadow palette. I don't think this is limited edition, at least it didn't say if it was limited edition, but if it is, I will include it down in the description. This is what the actual palette looks like inside. Really, really, really pretty. I have not touched this or played with this at all. I feel like I definitely want to take this in the same approach as the Frosted Flakes one, where I couldn't really decide, so I'm going to create two different looks using this palette. Obviously this side of it and this side. So I'm going to start off with Moon Dust on this side as like a transition color. It's like a skin color for me, my skin color. And I guess I'll do it for this side as well. Okay, I'm going to start off with Flutter on this side, and I definitely want to pack this color here, the outer portion. I'm going to go back with the fluffy brush just to go over the edges. Okay, the next color I'm adding is Adonis Blue. It's that matte blue shade. Oh, this is a really pretty pigmented blue, like almost like a turquoise. These pack a definite punch. I'm just gonna use the brush to soften the edges. So far, these colors play nicely. The inspiration on this look is actually the actual design of the butterfly from the picture, because next I'm going to take the shade called Charming and add it. I'm going to go back to the fluffy brush to help blend out the edges. I'm starting to see a little bit of patchiness blending all these colors out, but I'm going to go back with more pigment and hopefully I can fix that. I mean, I am going to go over top of all of this with the shimmers, but still, like, I want to make sure that I can fix this problem in case I ever wanted to just use the mattes. So I want to know if they behave. Oh yeah, definitely blend out nicely. I want to deepen the inner corner, so I'm going to take Keep It Wild. This shade gave me some fallout. Let me wet this color. Maybe that's what it needs. This is such a pretty color. Okay, then I'm going to take Kisses. Really pretty, like duo shade, like turquoise and kind of like purple. I'm also going to wet my brush. Oh my god, this is so pretty. Then I'm going to go in with Purple Emperor. And it's like a magenta with purple glitter as well. And I'm just going to apply this in this inner portion. So the mats just were like a backdrop to these shimmers, and it actually works. These shimmers are so pretty. I'm gonna go back to the first brush, and I'm not applying any more product. I'm just using this to kind of blend out the edges a little bit more. And then I will take the fluffy brush, no more product, and once again go over those edges. Okay, now I'm going to move on to this side. Okay, so I don't know that this will have the same effect on this side, but I'm going to start off with that pink Take Flight and pretty much try to mimic what we did on this side, but with this color, with the side color scheme. I'm taking the shade Fly High, which seems a little lighter than the other shade, not by much. There's not enough contrast. And then I'm going to take Mimic Queen and apply that. Oh wow. Okay, this one's definitely brighter, but this one's already the metallic or the shimmer. I feel like I'm going to add Charming to this outer portion so that it can maybe make it look a little different. Maybe more on the purpley side. Definitely going over the edges. I'm going to take Butterfly to deepen this outside corner. Actually, it did deepen, but it also added a different color scheme. Like it gave it a little bit more of like a reddish tone. And then I'm just going to go over the edges. And then I'm going to start dipping into the shimmers. So what color do I want to do? Do I want to do Painted Lady or just Wing It? Neither one of them is deep enough. So feel like what I'm going to do is I'm going to deepen the outside corner with this black shade Mysterious, just for added dimension. And I feel like anything I pop over this, it'll definitely be deeper. And by the way, so far all of the colors that I am using, they all blend out nice. Okay, and now we'll take just Wing It since it's that like pinky purple. I will wet my brush. The next color is going to be Monarch. Super pretty. And again, wetting my brush. Super pretty. Like pinky corally shimmer with like gold and pink flecks. Okay. And then using the same brush, I'm going to take Sweet Nectar because I find that to be lighter. Oh, this is like a peachy shimmer. So pretty. Definitely on each side, every shimmer complements each other really, really nicely. So for now, this is it. I'm going to finish the rest of my face and I'll be back. So this is the completed look. Okay, so to finish this eye look, all I did was added the black shade Mysterious right at the outer lower lash line, right at the outer portion, and then I brought down the shade Flutter just to kind of marry the top and the bottom together. And then same thing with this one, Mysterious, right at the outer corner. And then I used Take Flight to tie the top and bottom. I brought the color about 3/4 of the way. And then for the inner corner, I used the same shade for both eyes, and that's Winged. And that is that like white with like blue shift, blue green. I did create a little mini wing liner and then just added some false lashes, and that's pretty much it. I really do love both sides, but if I had to choose like one side over the other, I would definitely choose the blue this this side, just only for me, like preference. Like I love like bold colors, and I feel like these all stand alone can be bold on its own. And then this side is just a little more safe. I feel like I could have done, or we could have had a little bit of mixture when it came to the shimmers, but overall, as an overall palette, I feel like it works because you got a little bit of everything from like this could be, the shade called Butterfly could be kind of like a neutral shade. Then you got your black for a smoky look and pops of color for sure. But the shimmers were really, really, really pretty. And they all have different finishes. Like some are a little bit more creamier than others, and others are a little bit more on the drier side. I feel like the shade, this purple shade, Keep It Wild, worked for the inner or the outer portion of the eye because it was a drier formula, so it did help to darken the outer portion. I feel like for the shimmers on this side, there's not enough contrast, so some of them can kind of blend in together and almost look like over here. There's definitely, you could tell the different shades, and over here it kind of almost all blends in together, but it's still really pretty. The mattes are also very nice and smooth. I pretty much use every single matte in here, and all of them blended out very, very nicely. And there was no patchiness going on when you blend them all out. At least I didn't have any problem. As far as fallout, I did experience one side to be a little bit more of a problem when it comes to that, when it comes to fallout, and it was the blue side. But just being aware of that so that you can start off with bare face instead of a full face of makeup. I definitely could have been a little bit more careful when it came to using these with wetting my brush, making sure I didn't have so much pigment, but I was building them to the max, so that's probably why I had a lot of fallout. I love the whole concept of mixing all these colors just because they're very beautiful, they complement each other, and it's just like the idea of having that in the variation of colors in a butterfly. It's really, really cute idea. I love the fact that you have the center shades. It's almost like a butterfly color story here, right? With the center being the body, maybe the eyes or the antennas, I don't know, and then these sides being the wings. Really, really beautiful concept, like I said. And like they were all cohesive. Like each side can work together very harmoniously. Harmoniously. Sounds weird. Harmoniously. Yes, harmoniously. This is a palette that I can see myself reaching for, maybe for those pops of colors or the pops of shimmers. And this black is a really nice deep black, like you're getting a black. Sometimes some blacks are more on the gray tone, but this is definitely very pigmented and very black. And again, this color, there was no problems using this color. It blended out nicely. Sometimes there are problems with a shade like that that is so pigmented, and then as soon as you apply it over top another matte color, it kind of, they don't really blend out together. But that wasn't the case in this case. It was just the perfect black to deepen any of these shades, and they all blend out really, really nicely. So I definitely love the fact that I picked this palette up. I would definitely recommend it if you were interested in purchasing this palette, or if you were just on the market for a really good colorful mattes and shimmers, because you get definitely both qualities in here. This retails for $48, which is not bad. I just got done reviewing the Anastasia Novo palette, and I believe that one is $55, so you do get more for the price. So yeah, I definitely recommend this palette. It's Janice approved. If you have any other requests for additional looks using this palette, please let me know down in the comment section. If there is a particular palette you would like for me to review, definitely also include that down below. Other than that, I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that it was helpful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you next time. Bye.